Hey, welcome back to My Legit Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a quick peek at the Neewer 3-Packs Dimmable Bi-Color 400 LED Video Light and Stand Lighting Kit. That's their actual name on Amazon. I've been using these for about 6 weeks. I'm really enjoying them. Today we're just going to do a quick run through the things that I enjoy, the things that I think could have been done better, and the things that caught me off guard I really wasn't expecting when I pulled these out of the box, plugged them in, and got started. So let's ourselves get started. Hey, thanks for coming back to my channel. This is My Legit Reviews and I'm Marv. So if you haven't been here before, what I do is I make legitimate reviews about things that I'm interested in, that I buy, and every once in a while a company will send me something at no cost to me, but I don't get paid for the review because that just wouldn't be a legit review, I don't think. So if you hang around to the end of today's video, I'm going to do a comparison of these 3 LED panels lighting up the room versus a Neewer ring light lighting up the same scenario without the LED panels. Just so you get an idea of kind of how that would go, because I know I initially started with wanting a ring light. I got it. I was like, that's not really the lighting that I want for my videos. So then I switched over right away to the LED panels and I like that a lot more. So I wanted to give you that benefit to know which direction might be best for you. All right, let's move on. The first thing I want to do is to show you what my filming setup would look like at the same settings with shutter speed of 1/125th, an f-stop of 5.6, and an ISO of 1600 with 3 standard LED bulbs, like a 60-watt equivalent, lighting up this room. This is what it looks like. And now I'm going to flip on the switch that turns on at once all 3 of these LED panels to maximum brightness. There we go. So that's what I'm using to light up my scenario, and I think it works pretty well. However, I should point out that when it's really sunny outside, I've got windows right over here on my right side. When it's really sunny outside, even though those windows face east and the sun generally is on the west when I start my filming, that light can come and impact these, so they're not bright enough to really overpower the sun. I wouldn't expect these lights to be able to overpower the sun. Anyway, in this 3-pack of 480 LED panels, you're going to have the 3 stands and 3 panels with their power cords. The stands themselves are nothing special. I have been working in the photography industry for close to 20 years, and I can tell you right now that these are your standard run-of-the-mill, super cheap, heavy, and difficult to operate stands, which is fine because you're not paying really for these stands. It's just sort of thrown in there to make a kit. They work just fine. They raise up to 75 inches. They hold the light. The panels themselves are a weird mix of cheap and quality. They haven't been overly engineered when it comes to the physical hardware, meaning the mounting bracket, etc. Here's what you get when they send these. The stand is separate, but this is the box that comes with the light inside. And when you open it up, immediately you've got the soft carry case. And I say soft because it has nothing hard whatsoever to protect what's inside. So when you open it up, you've got papers, the panel, and the power cord neatly tucked away. This one actually fell out, but it has some little bungee things to hold the cord parts in there. It's very soft. This is not going to protect your light from anything other than minor bumps. The case is sort of like a non-feature, but it's nice just to keep things contained and tidy. Here is the back of the panel. You can see all of the ports and things starting from the left side. 2 slots for batteries, which I'm not going to discuss because I don't have any, don't intend to buy any. Here's the power switch. To the left runs it off the batteries. To the right runs it off the AC power, which you connect here. It comes in through a power brick on a cord, and here is the connector. Just pop that in. Now you have AC power connected. Pop this on. Here's your power indicator LED right there, so you know you got juice. And then this bottom dial is your white adjustment. It's at 0 and 0 for both of them, white and yellow. Crank that up to maximum white. Crank that up to maximum yellow. All right, so let's take a quick look at the actual physical hardware here rather than just this panel. So here we've got a metal knob, metal bracket that goes all the way around. The mounting to the stand is all metal and another metal knob with screw. What's weird to me is this part here, this black thing, is plastic. And mine arrived, one light broken. You can see that right there, it was cracked. You can also see that I have it on the stand and I'm using it and it's fine. However, I wasn't convinced it was going to hold up over time, plus it came out of the box that way. So I contacted Neewer. They asked me to send photos. I did. They sent me a whole new light and it arrived really fast. It was broken, but they also replaced it. I do have one little thing I wanted to talk about, which is the power cord configuration for these lights and where that locates the power brick. So let's take a look over here real quick at this light in the corner. I want to disclose, first of all, that I have this configured with the feet in this small footprint scenario, which raises it higher. However, I don't have this middle segment all the way extended. As you can see, the other one is much taller. Regardless, your power brick right there is going to be well off the ground. That's 2 feet, 2.5 feet off the ground right there. What that does, which I'm not a big fan of, is it causes you to have to find a solution like I've done, this circle solution to hold the power brick up. Otherwise, it's going to put all that weight pulling right on the AC connection point right there, which would not be a very good plan at all. Maybe order yourself some A-clamps or some other solution to just clamp this up and hold it. Quick explanation of what this is all about. I work in a photography studio. We have this color meter, which I borrowed, and I've got the sensor of it aimed directly at the LED panel, which has got the white LEDs set to maximum brightness. I'm going to now test the color temperature. Color temperature comes back at 4,740 degrees Kelvin. Now I'm going to switch to the yellow ones all the way on. Now we get 2,910, and now I'm going to do it with them both at maximum power. And we get 3,730 degrees Kelvin. So that gives you an idea kind of the range of this. The highest Kelvin reading that I got out of this is 4860. So 5,600 seems like a stretch to me. Here I'm going to be turning on the LED panel to its dimmest possible setting. Here we go. And there you have it. That is the white ones. Let's change over to the yellow. There you go. One other thing I wanted to show you on this panel is it does come with a diffusion material. I don't know what real benefit you're going to get from this because, as you can see, it's not super diffusive. I keep it on because why not? I don't want fine points of light. I want one single source of light from each location. What's weird about this is the way it's held in is these funny little things on the side. So this is just kind of a quirk about how this thing is held in here. It has this little thing right here, and I've got it pressed down on here. If you go look on this side right over here, it's just kind of raised up a little bit like that, and then you can just press it down and then the panel will slide out. What do I think of these lights in general, and would I buy them again? What do I think in general? Well, I think that for what you're paying, which is $237 right now on Amazon, you're not getting a bad deal. You don't have to buy stands. You don't have to figure that out. You get the 3 panels. It just comes, you plug it in, and you go. If you want something higher quality and you need more control, you want to control things with your phone somehow or through a remote, and you also want to have the brightness locked in but adjust the color temperature, you're going to need to find something else, and you're going to pay a lot more money. So what do I think? I think it's not a bad deal. As promised earlier, here is the ring light so that you can kind of see the differences in my lighting setup with the LED panels and the ring light. This is the Neewer 16-inch one. It adjusts from 3200 Kelvin to 5600 Kelvin. I'm not going to measure it, but you get the idea. And when I get a little closer, you'll see how that affects the way things look. So right now I'm about 2.5 feet away from the ring light itself. I'm a little further from the camera. Sitting over here, I'm about 5 feet away from the ring light. So there's your comparison. Let's wrap up with a couple of questions. What do I think of these in general? In general, I think they're good, but they do have a couple of shortcomings. The weirdness with the diffusion media that goes over the top of the LED panels and the cheap plasticiness of how the U-bracket connects to the actual LED panel. That's a little funky. Otherwise, these are great. I haven't had any issues. They may overheat in a hot condition, but you shouldn't be in that situation. In general, they're not hot at all. They don't make any noise. You can't hear the tiniest bit of sound out of them. And they just work. All I need is light, and they're doing that. I can set the color temperature how I want it, and I'm golden. Would I buy them again? For this amount of money, yes. But if I knew when I bought these what I know now, the answer is no. And it's not a fault of the product, it's a fault of me not doing my homework. What I would rather have had and would have been willing to spend a little more money for is some lights that you can adjust from afar, that you can adjust the color temperature without so much impacting the brightness output. And probably some that have a little bit more quality in the physical hardware. If you're carrying these around, they're gonna break. The cases being soft padding, they're just not protected. For $237, I think I would have spent some more money, maybe even double, to get something that does have more features and controls. However, that's again not a fault of the product. That's just something that I would have been willing to pay more money for, and maybe some of you would be, maybe others wouldn't. So anyway, thanks for swinging by. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I appreciate you being here. Please remember to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.